myself, and then we'll go into, then we'll do the second part. Yes, yes, sir.
My name is Jacob, and this is for our defender. What about the servant leadership with the not well-off, but comfortable economic, but they have other trouble? Because being for my example, I have had head injury, and I also go to mental health, not hospital, but help mental health issue people. And well, what if you're comfortably economically, but you need servant leadership to help you decide what future path to take.
Well, Linda may answer more. Let me just say, I know when I was served on City Council, I chaired the Blue Ribbon Commission in chronic homelessness, and we found that so much of the homeless issue revolved around mental health, actually. And so many people actually wanted jobs, they wanted to be productive members of society, and were not getting that assistance that they needed. So, coming together as a community, we tried to develop a plan. I'm so pleased with Mayor Parker actually providing long-term housing with supportive services, because as all of us know through Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if you don't have safety first, you can't begin to address the other issues. And so we started, it was a population of about 12,000 people on the street every night who did not have homes. I think we're down to like 5,500, something of that nature. I mean, still people who are homeless, but I think the city's made a concerted effort to do that. But you know, I think we still face some challenge in that area. Again, I know at one time the county jail was actually the greatest provider of drugs for persons who had mental illnesses. And again, I'm sorry to be citing these people, but Sheriff Garcia has done a great job, I think, too. And how do we begin to look at the root causes as opposed to just bandages over the problems that we have? So, what I guess I'm getting at is servant leadership requires that you think outside the box. How do you look at the real problem, not just the causes of the problem? And how do you bring people together to use resources most advantageously to get efficiencies out of it? That's what I would say. Our Blue Ribbon Commission included people from the Catholic Church. David Buck actually was on our commission. It's the city coming together saying this is a problem we need to address, and having that part to work on it together.
I'll just say one quick thing, and that is a lot of foundations throughout the state have been collaborating of late to try to deal with a lot of mental health issues, especially in youth. So it is definitely on the agenda, but there's not nearly enough money out there to do the job. So we need to do everything we can to help the organizations that are working in the mental health field to have the resources that they need to handle the situation and the people who are troubled by that issue. So thank you very much for the question.
I'll respond this way. As many of you know, I directed search for the homeless agency here just for a little while. And I always say this about the homeless. If you see and understand the homeless as human beings, then how you deal and how you approach them and how you serve them is different. And it's funny that it came up tonight, this issue, and so I'll get to speak to it, and I really hadn't planned to. The use of public library, because it is a public institution, and a public facility, and a public building, the homeless really utilize our services, utilize this building right next to us. A lot of the faces who I see here are faces that I knew from search, that we helped and served. One of the gentlemen, his name is William, and interestingly enough, William was here with us earlier tonight because he saw the flyer and he wanted to be here, he wanted to come to the book signing, he wanted to be with me and support me. We developed a relationship that turned into a friendship. So on Tuesday, I bought William a new shirt and pants, a pair of shoes, be here tonight so that he could sit among us and nobody would know who he was and know that he was homeless. It's the same thing that Reverend Rudy Rasmus does at St. John's downtown every Sunday. The person sitting to your left and to your right may be homeless, but because we have made sure that they have attire that does not single them out or does not stand out, they are part of us. And that's the point. If you make them just part of who we are, as an extension of who we are as human beings, but no other labels, no other stigmatisms, it changes everything. So William was here, he was sitting in the back a little while ago. He left because he doesn't feel comfortable in crowds, he doesn't feel comfortable inside. He looked really good. I would have never recognized him because he didn't want to be recognized. I wouldn't do that to him anyway. The point is, they're human beings. They all have challenges. Many of them have mental health issues. But in many ways, their lives are no different than ours because that little sign up there that says DLER stands for our daily lived experiential realities. Our daily lived experiential realities are just different. Not better than, not more than, not less than, just different. Because we are all different as human beings. And if we could just stop there, as I said in the beginning, just stop there and realize and respect and treat everyone as a full human being, how different things would be. I knew that would get us going.
Well, no, I just want to mention something that we should all be really proud of, and that's our Houston Police Department. They have an outreach team that the Simmons Foundation and the Freeze Foundation have funded a van to help with these homeless people who also have mental health issues. And the Sobering Center is taking care of some folks so they don't have to be in prison. But I have to say that when watching our police department deal with these folks is a very heartwarming thing. If you have ever seen them, they are well trained, they take care of the folks, they take them where they need to be, and they take such pride in the fact that they have emerged from their situation. And it's wonderful to see the relationship that's been built between the homeless and this outreach team on the Houston Police Department. So we all owe the department a really big debt of thanks.